You need safety glasses. Just have to throw those on.
Okay.
Grinding that face down so it's perfectly flat. So when you put a new clutch and pressure plate on there, it'll help. It'll make that clutch seat properly.
Okay.
So it's when you're letting your foot off the clutch and that pressure plate squeezing down on that clutch disc, it's squeezing it against a perfectly flat surface.
Okay.
Otherwise it would slip and
this one was rusty and just...
Yeah, well this is, you can see how it's not hitting all the way across, and you see those spots?
Yeah. That's
caused by heat, and over time that's what happens. They heat up so much and they start to create hot spots like that, and low spots. And, basically when you're done, when that cleans all the way across, as you can see it's starting to do now, up real light. And sometimes they'll build heat and feel, so what you have to do is back it off and let the coolant, let it cool back down, and then Chevrolet block, but we can do all kinds of different. This is a V8. The V8 block. We can do inline 4 cylinders, inline 6 cylinders, V6s, V8. Okay. So again, this process removes the cutting lines left over from the boring bar, and it also gets us to the size we want. We're removing 2 to 3 thousandths is what we end up removing over here. And it,
oh well, you can really see the difference.
It puts, yeah, you can see. I mean, well, this hole's really dark. It's kind of dark. You can't really see it, but. Okay, this gauge right here. I have a dial indicator here that tells me how much material I'm removing. And on this particular piece, we're going from a standard size to 10 thousandths undersize. Seeing it on that camera, this gauge is kind of bopping around. The idea is to get that to stop doing that. So what that is showing is an out of roundness on the journal.
Oh, okay. So you run it until that stops moving.
Yeah, and that's this tool here is called the steady rest. That actually it's applying a little pressure here and then on the bottom to help steady that up. This one, sometimes I gotta play around with the weights, move them from one end to the other, and it'll affect that. Okay, this one will probably show up on your camera. What this does is it sends a magnetic charge through the entire piece. And then this juice has dust particles that are magnetic. And by charging it, it magnetizes it. And if there's going to be a crack, it's going to show up under this black light. I'll have to give it a few minutes for that light to warm up.